First, let's talk about the giant killing at home park. Plymouth, which are bottom of the championship, stunned a heavily rotated Liverpool side 1-0 in the FA Cup fourth round. The game's defining moment came in the 53rd minute. Ryan Hardy tucked away a penalty after Harvey Elliott's unfortunate handball. In my opinion, it was a handball. He was kind of doing a volleyball spike block. What can you say? Despite dominating 75% of the possession and firing off 14 shots, Liverpool just couldn't break Plymouth's low block. We've seen this in the past. Manager Arne Slot rested nearly all of his big guns, and that proved to be costly. Perhaps he underestimated the strength of Plymouth. Salah, Van Dijk, McAllister, hoping the backups could do the job, sat this one out. But with a disjointed midfield and minimal creativity, the Reds generated a meager 0.9 expected goals, their lowest under Slot so far. Now, my question is, will this hinder the confidence that Arne Slot and the rest of the squad have in these academy players? Obviously, he puts a lot of trust and confidence, but this was huge. This was a knockout round in the FA Cup. I think this might show that some of these players really just aren't that ready. Plymouth defense, led by Nikola Katic, racked up 54 clearances. This was the vintage FA Cup magic. An underdog defending heroically at their home park, capitalizing on a single mistake to knock out the favorites. In the end, Plymouth advanced to the fifth round for just the fifth time in their history. This is an absolute fairy tale for them, and a sobering wake-up call for Liverpool's fringe players. Next, Plymouth are drawn up against Manchester City. We will see how that goes. I think their run is going to end there. Arne Slot, post-game, admitted that Liverpool did not have a very good day. He gave credit to Plymouth's perfect game plan of hitting long balls and focusing on set pieces. And that's something I really do appreciate on his slide. He doesn't make excuses. He doesn't say it's the ball. He is upfront and honest when his team does well, and also gives the other team credit. Meanwhile, Ryan Hardy called this the best moment of his career. Liverpool fans tore into their senior attackers, Diogo Jota, Diaz, Chiesa, who struggled to make an impact against a lower tier team. These are top quality players. These are players that represent their country on a regular basis. And it goes to show you that players can't really get this done on their own. It really needs to be a team effort, and you need a lot of team cohesion. Last video, I said that one of the struggles you might see in Liverpool is that because this is so heavily rotated, there might be a bit of disjointment. I thought just to start the game, but we saw that throughout. If anything, this loss shows the second string squad needs more time and consistency, but you have to ask yourself, when is that going to be able to happen? We're past midway in the season, and every match really counts at this moment. Let's hope they learn from it, because the fixtures just aren't getting easier. And that leads us perfectly into the next point. Now it's time to look at the Merseyside Derby. You really can't script better drama, especially coming off this loss. Liverpool are traveling to Goodison Park to face off David Moyes' resurgent Everton. The Toffees have won 3 straight league games, scoring early and often. In the past, early goals have been the Achilles heel in games and seasons past. I think that's not so much an issue now, but as we've seen with last match, anything can really happen. They're no longer in relegation danger, so they'll be pumped to spoil Liverpool's title push. I want to say Liverpool can win 3-1, but taking into consideration this matchup as well as the occasion, it's going to be a tough match. Liverpool 1, Everton 0. We cannot afford to drop points. We cannot afford to draw. We cannot afford to lose at this moment. It's going to be tight. It's going to be physical. I hope the referee lets them play and is not calling ticky-tack fouls, because this is an intense match. And If we really want to see a good match, you have to let the players play. This is a contact sport. I don't want to see diving. I don't want to see silly fouls called by the ref or given up by Liverpool. This could be a match that's decided by a Van Dijk header on a set piece or a worldie from Salah. Either way, it'll be intense, especially if this is really the last Goodison Derby. There's going to be a lot of drama, so I'm excited for it. And to revisit one of the more recent fun derbies, picked up this shirt right outside of Anfield, a local vendor. I think it is beautiful. That's the quick rundown. Heartbreak in the FA Cup, a massive derby on the horizon to test the mental fortitude of Liverpool and see if they're really going to be title contenders for the rest of the season. Let me know. What are your thoughts? If you liked it, subscribe, like. If not, maybe next time. Thanks.